Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is Ravenlay77, as we've established before. Is it recording now? What I'm feeling like, people, is this sense of urgency to let you know you need to repent and ask for Jesus Christ to change your life, because this sense of urgency is not me. It's something that's been given to me, and I can't explain it. It's just, it happens, and I want as many people saved as possible, because there are no gray areas with God. You either believe in Him and try to live a good life, or you don't. And if you truly don't, I ask that you call out to Jesus Christ to show you that He is there with you and that He can change your life. You can do this. I'm worried about people. I think that all of us could be fooled. I am so not exempt from that. And so I watch the news all the time. I reference things. And I think I may have been wrong about whether the Antichrist was here yet or not. He might be. And I'm thinking, what a lot of people think. There are supposed to be kings. I'll tell you about that later. But if you don't know about it, people who know the Bible, you know about this. There will be kings that rule with the Antichrist. And Obama has been king, and they made it seem so silly and so gestured and ridiculous, but it wasn't. And if you take a look for yourself, you might recognize some things going on in the world that are in Revelations. The book of Revelation. It's happening right now, and it's quite scary. Antichrist, he could already be here and ruling, for all I know. He comes before Jesus. So it's about doing research from prophecy that is coming true, and it's about doing the research and finding our place in the puzzle, because it's a big enigma. With that said, I'm gonna keep this brief. The last video was like 30 minutes, and I am so not doing that again. I mean, really, are you recording? But I'm only complaining about the timing. It was long, but every word of it I said, I don't know why, it was a little confusing and topic to topic. I'm usually like that. So, but none of it was not supposed to be said. I said what I was supposed to, and I feel confident in it. Okay, so anyway. And then there's grooming. And if you don't realize that we've been groomed for like all of these years by our government, then you're not awake to what's really going on. There are documents to look up online. There are documents that you can find at the library. Maybe you can still find some of them that are going to disappear soon, because it's evidence, and they don't want evidence of Jesus Christ around. So I know it's been said, I can't make you do anything, but I can try and tell you a few things. Look up, oh gosh, where was I? Okay, you're being groomed, and you've been groomed by the government. Now you've got to take and leave everything you see. You cannot watch something and not research it, and read something and not research that, because you will totally be misled. But God will get His word through, and His word is Jesus Christ. It's the symbolism, it's all of it. Everything that was done was done in his name and for our salvation, to prove um, God is a just God. And so I've said that before, I'm sure. But your human rights, you're being groomed. We've been groomed by the government. It's been going on a long time. It's like it starts out with the how do I put this? Let's put it this way. How controlled are you? I mean, really, think about it. And I mean, give it some good thought. How controlled are you? I know I've been controlled. In some ways I still am. But my soul is not. And when it's time, I will fight back. And I'm sure a lot of us will. But the things I put things on my Facebook page for a reason, and they're public. It's under, I think, Shiloh 1977, something like that. I'll find out. I'll put the link to my Facebook page up, but they're links to show you how you are groomed, and how we are groomed, and how we are given so much freely by the government, yet we still are controlled, and we are still always struggling in some way. Whether it's drug addiction, whether it's alcoholism, whether it's OCD, or working too much, or you can't work enough, you can't find work. You're struggling in some way in your life, because that's the way it's going to be. When they offer peace and security, then you know that you need to get the hell away. And oh gosh, I cussed and I didn't mean to do that. And I'm not gonna okay, so my cursing has been mentioned before, so I am sorry. I apologize. I don't mean to talk about Jesus and say a cuss word, but it's something I'm really struggling with, because I had the mouth of a sailor. Now I'm pretty good. Sometimes they just come out, and around certain people it comes out. But anyway, we were talking about government handling and grooming, blah blah blah. Well, they're being controlled always and forever until Jesus comes, and then it's up to you what choice you've made in life, really. I hope that you make the right one, because I want to see you there when we get our chance, and to do good by God and do it the way he originally wanted it done. Which it's too bad that he was hurt so badly by us in the first place, and then to send somebody to die for you, a symbol to everything ever created. And yeah, I believe in other things. I do, no doubt. But we're an example, and if you don't accept the gift of Jesus Christ, then you're not going to get eternal life. And you think that you can get away in this one consciousness, a lot of you that are studying these things and waiting for these gods and these you're waiting for UFOs to come to Earth, a lot of you. And I know it sounds crazy, but I've done the research. I know what's going on. I know what people are planning on and thinking. And you really need to look at your life and say, okay, this is going to suck for a while, and I might have to turn away from people who I care about, because they do things that I no longer choose to do. And I've done that, and it's very difficult. But you have to do it. And once you know about Jesus, then you preach about him, because we're so groomed and we're so governed and surrounded by politics, and then these religious fights and all this junk, and it's like nothing ever ends, and it never will. They'll make it chaotic until they think they can take over, and there will be a final battle, And I hope that your soul, okay, not your consciousness, I hope your soul that was created individually, who had a name before you were even created. He knew you before you were created, and he knew who you were going to be, and he wants you saved. And that's why I am talking about Jesus Christ. If you just talk to him, open that door, he will come in. Sometimes it happens fast, sometimes it's slow, but he is there. The minute you call for him, he's right there. He's just waiting for you. He's waiting for you. So please be smart in these last days, and do your research, and do the biblical research. And I was even looking at a Nostradamus prediction earlier, and it's like, these things are happening, and they were predicted in the Bible as well, in so many different books. And in the book of Revelation especially, it's very strange, but if you read it, you can eventually understand it and understand where it's coming from, and look at other people's aspect on it, their view, and take and leave what you want, because not everybody is always totally accurate, and I certainly don't claim to be, but I do speak on behalf of Jesus Christ and the salvation of as many people that will accept him as you will. So God bless. And this was Ravenly 77, and it's a shorter video. This is Ravenly 77 out. I'm so gone. I'm so into the kitchen. I'm gonna see what I can do.